Hey Java Dev, what have you been programming this week? Today I want to show how to have a RAG application with Quarkus LangChain4j. Uh, Probably you already know what is RAG, but just in case if you don't know, an easy way to improve the performance of LLM is using RAG. RAG is a way to fetch some data, to retrieve some data, and turn into embeddings, the vectors. So you take plain text data from a database, PDFs, and stuff like that, and turn into embeddings. So there is a easy way to do this on Quarkus LangChain4j. I will show to you using some samples on the official repository. There is a lot of samples, so I really advise you to take a look. And today we are going to look the chatbot, which is a simple hack, and also the chatbot-easy-rag, which is a easy hack. So how it works? So we have the files and the text splitter, the embedding model turn the text segments into embeddings. And then we store this on the some kind of database like Redis, pgvector, Oracle, or and etc. Then when we send a request for the LLM, the LLM can query the data on the embedding stores, and then it's a easy way to provide the accurate information based on the semblance between the vectors and the request from the user side, So we don't need to train the model again from the beginning. You might hear some fireflies. I think that's the word in English, because today is the first Brazil's match on the World Cup, the World Soccer Cup. But let me try to finish the video. So that's the overview with the rack. Let's see how it does in the code. I will show first the EasyRAG. It's on the right side. It's pretty simple. We have a REST checksum to expose our models through API. We have also the WebSocket next, Quarkus WebSocket next. And then the sample uses the Quarkus LangChain4j OpenAI, but I don't have an OpenAI key, and I am using the Ullama extension and running locally to have a easier way to test the sample. And then we also have obviously the Quarkus LangChain4j EasyRAG. Here we have some UI stuff that's not that important. This is what you need to build your application. And let's go for the properties. Here we have the path for our documents. So if you take a look at the EasyRAG, we have a folder with different docs with different formats like OGT, TXT, PDF, and then TXT again. And we just need to pass this folder for in this operation. And then at the startup, the Quarkus LangChain4j EasyRAG will ingest all this data automatically, So we also have some options to define the max segment size, the max overlap size, and also the max results from the query. I think let me show the code first to not deviate your attention. So these are our properties to run our application. And then we have a bot, which is a AI service. This bot has a system message. So we have our assistant named as Bob. And then we expose this, this, uh, this class, this interface using the register AI service. Uh, on this side, we have the WebSocket being exposed to the front end, and the front end is on the meta-inf folder. But we don't need to take a look on this because we are backend developers, right? We don't care about the front, but it's a good front. Let's just confirm the port. So this is on the default port 88. So we have this one here, HH. I already played a little. Here we have our bank buddy. The text says it's using GPT 3.5, but I'm using Llama, so it's Llama 3.2. And here we have all the flows. So we have our files with the product description. The files were already ingested, and then they were stored as an embedding on the Redis side. And and when I send a request to BankBird, then BankBird will find the relevant data on the embedding store, using the how relative to the to the request the fact is, you know. So when we send a question to the application looks for relevant data in the red stars. Then the relevant data is retrieved and added to the user question. The exchange question is sent to the LLM model, and the response is received and sent back to the user. Let's see how it goes. So we can see a lot of tests by my side. I was playing around with this to make this video. Let's try with a simple greeting. It will take a while since I'm using Llama and my hardware it's not that fancy, you know, but we can see it working. While this, I think I can show to you the documentation. So the EasyRAG is a fast way to have ragging working on Quarkus LangChain4j. In the sample, I am using Redis, uh, but it's Redis. Now I'm having second thoughts because I don't remember seeing Redis. So, oh, oh man, I need to open an issue about this. It's not heads, really. I don't believe. Yeah, we are not using heads. So the chatbot is using Reds. Yeah, the chatbot is using Reds, but there is a rag. If you specify the embedding store using the dependency, you will start on that embedding store. But if not, it will be stored in memory. So we can see this here in memory. Really, in memory. Here it goes. So the files are scanned in a startup and just into an in-memory embedded store, uh, which is good to have a faster prototype. But you can also use with embed stars. You can reuse the embed stars. It depends what you are trying to achieve. Also the the documentation has some alerts about this. Uh, an important thing it's if you are not storing, you are paying a price with EasyRAG because it needs to scan and to store the data at the startup. So will not be the ideal solution for in terms of scalability, you know. So you need to be very cautious about how you are using the EasyRAG. But you can store just adding the right dependence. Okay, so let's see how is our bank buddy. I will open an issue about this. I think we need to make clear that this is the front end for the EasyRAG and it's not using Redis. Okay, so he answers to me, yada yada yada, blah blah, yada yada. Okay, he's talking about the product bank. I will ask him about the standard savings account. And so, what are the benefits? We have some files here. Uh, so we have a file about the standards account with all the benefits. And then we hope to see something about this. Because if you think properly, the model does not know nothing about your bank. You need to provide the data about the bank. So that's where the RAG comes, you know. You need to pass this data for the model, to the model. And then you can use this with your internal documentation about the bank or marketing files. So it's a easy way to improve the performance of the model just to passing this information, right? So here my bank buddy already answered me about the benefits of the standard account. Uh, as you can see, it's related to the documentation. Here I am using a really small model, so we can't expect a very elaborate response about it's a pretty common response, right? But if I was asking about this without EasyRAG, without RAG, I will receive nothing. So that's how we can improve models on our applications using the data that we already generated. And we don't need to train the model again to answer about our products, you know. So you can use some kind of facts. It's a easy way to allow your employees to work on something which is more meaningful, right? You don't need to have your employee answer something that it's already on your documentation on a fact. You can just let your customer talking with a chatbot for it, and then you can leave your employee to focus on more significant tasks, right? So that's the main goal of uh, RAG and LLM. So this was EasyRAG. As you can see, we have two classes, right? It's not that much. Uh, we have our bot with a chat method, and we have a system message, and everything is automatically, which is pretty great. But you might want to have more control about your application. So then you can use Quarkus LangChain4j RAG. We have the dependence of Quarkus LangChain4j Oyama to use the chat model and the embedding model and the register AI service, etc. And then we have the Redis to use as a store, And I think that's it. The main dependencies are not that important to our video. As you can see, I commented the OpenAI dependency to use only Ollama. Here I am using Ollama locally, but I could use the dev services as well. And, and, and that's it. Let's go for our properties file. So in the properties, I have the size of the, the size of the dimension, right? The dimension of the embeds. This is pretty important because it's related to the output, the embed produced by the model. So if you use the wrong dimension compared with the model, you will get a error when try to store the value. So it's pretty important to pay attention to this. I'm using 768 because that's the default value of the Ollama embedding model. But as you can see, the default embedding model on the OpenAI side, it's 1536. And here I just put the H1 part to avoid some conflicts and having both applications running at the same time. So on my left side, I have the chatbot here with my source folder, and I have the my embedding my files to be embedded here. As you can see, it's all TXT. I don't know if you noticed, but with EasyRAG, I am using Apache Tika, which can handle any kind of file, so PDF, OGT, etc., etc. Here I can use only TXT, so this is a limitation, but uh, this allows also the easy, faster startup, and you can have a more fine-grained control. So everything starts on your ingestor as ingestor. Uh, so the ingestor needs to have an embedding store where you store your embeddings, as the name says. And we also need an embedding model that generates the embed of the documents. Here we have an ingest method that uses observes the startup event, and we also have a path with the source of our files. So the source is src slash main slash source slash catalog. So then we have all these files, and we are using these files to generate the embeds. So I have a list of documents, which is from LangChain4j. Uh, the list is provided by the load documents from the file system document load. And then we have our ingestor, which is provided by the EmbeddingStoreIngestor, where we inject the embedding store, which is our store. Here we are using the Redis, but if we were using the PG vector, the Oracle, would be the same. We need also to provide our embedding model to the ingestor, and also the the properties about the how we want to split our documents. So we have the max overlap size in chars as well. So we have the max segment size in chars and the max overlap size in chars. Okay, and then we have our ingestor ingesting the documents. So that's it. Then with this class, after this class, we need to have a augmentor, which have an embedded store context retriever that uh, will fetch the data from the embedding. Here we define, oh man, the Java talks, it's great while we are developing, but during a video it's like a little crazy. I need to find a way to to disable this sometimes, but it's good to have this to take a look while I'm talking. So here uh, uh, we have the event store and the event model being injected on the retriever. That's pretty important. You'll see right now we have also the override method, which is get, which use the default retrieval augmenter uh, using a retriever. So this method is important to build our retriever, and then we use this later. You need to make notes that this augmenter is implementing a supplier which has the get method. And then we will have the same bot file with a little difference here. On our register AI service, we will have this option, which is the Retrieval Augmentor, which is receiving the Augmentor example, which we saw previously. And then we have also the same system message, uh, the same system message named the model as Bob, and you passing the system instructions for the model, right? As you can see, we have a lot more of code when we are not using the EasyRAG. Uh, that's you can say that is some kind of price, but the EasyRAG is more automatically, but that's okay. Sometimes we want to have some fine grained control. That's really about what you want to use on your application. You know? So the the front end side, it's the same. We have the same examples, the same instruction, and we also can interact with this model using RAG. Okay, so here the model is answer the same thing. As you can see, it's a string response. It's different, but EasyRAG can do both. So it's there is no limitation on EasyRAG side. So it's really about you to change this. You just need to use the multi-string to return a string event, you know. And then we have, if you don't want to be a single, you just need to use the string return on the chat side. And that's the main difference. Okay. Oh boy. He answers a lot. Blah, blah, blah. No maintenance free for the first 12 months. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think that's it. Uh, I I advise you to take a look on the documentation and read it. As you can see, it's not that much code. Even the common rag on Quarkus LangChain4j is not that complicated. It's a few classes only, and start playing around with the extension. I think you might be found some pretty useful use cases. So that's it. Uh, I want to show more samples from Quarkus LangChain4j. I hope you liked, and please let me know in the comments if you liked, if you have some other suggestions, and please subscribe to the channel, reach the like button, and see you in the next video. Thanks.